Okay, we're spending our day in the hood today. We was invited to an event by the Grape Street Crips today, and they have invited, it's an open house for fathers, and we were allowed permission to film it, and we're going to show you the work that the OG Crips and OG Bloods are doing in efforts to bring peace to their neighborhoods. We're down in South Central. Actually, we're in Watts. And we've been spending our day with the Grape Street Crips, which we're about to go back there now. And hopefully we'll be around for the little fathers conference that they're having inside of Grape Street, and they're inviting Bloods to come in also. All right? So stay tuned, because it's only going to get greater later. Okay, we're about to go into the Jordan Downs Community Center. This is where they have their the men, the fathers, have a little gathering where they sit down and, spit game with each other and find jobs for the youngsters and try to keep the youngsters out of the street and out of the gang activities. This goes down right here in Grape Street with the Grape Street Crips. Talk to you later.
Hi, my name is Manny Miller. I'm a member of Project Fatherhood here in Watts, California. We're in the Jordan Downs Projects in the community center where we host here once a week a meeting with Project Fatherhood. That's men of the Jordan Downs Projects and within the surrounding community, where we come together and sit down and open up a dialogue about up-to-date situations that's taking place, both negative and positive, and we just try to continue to just uplift each other to be living examples to our children, because that's what it's all about, the generation following, so that their lives won't be in jeopardy as ours has been over the years past with this gang banging situation that arose many years ago between Crips and Bloods. Nothing good is going to ever come out of that, because what's actually taking place, we as black people have been killing ourselves off. Young men killing young men, which is causing us to become extinct in this time and age. So before you even consider to go in the direction of doing any gang banging, learn about the history of it, and where it really started, and the results of it. And I guarantee you will have a change of heart that you will even want to participate in that type of activity, because it's all negative.
So where did it really start?
To the best of my ability, it started in Los Angeles, California. To my knowledge, I believe it was Tookie Stanley Williams who ended up on death row and ended up being executed maybe, I think, a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but you can do your research, Google it. Honestly, him and another brother that I've heard of named Jamal, I believe they were some of the founders of the Crips. Now, as far as the Bloods, I don't know.
Okay, so how involved was the Grape Street Crips in this whole affair?
Well, Grape Street Crips over in the Jordan Downs Projects just became another gang within this community, just like there's neighborhoods all over. And this neighborhood happened to be called WVG Grape Street Watts, which I was a member of at one point in time in my life. I'm 48 years old today, and I'm more wiser than I was back then. And now I'm trying to give back to the community by representing Project Fatherhood along with my other comrades who were also involved in ways as well in gangs, and we're just trying to change the tone of this thing that got out of hand, because we are fathers and grandfathers today, and we don't want our young men to grow up killing each other, because like I mentioned earlier, that's just what's going to take place. You're going to find your sons and daughters, nephews, uncles, cousins perishing. And who's going to be the one doing it? Ourselves, black men, young black youth.
So Grape Street, was that a small game? Or was it a big game?
It was rather large game.
A huge game.
Huge game, which to this day is known to be notorious. It's plenty of rank within the game, and it's a serious thing. It's a real life, it's a reality that take place, and so like I mentioned earlier, before you think about even going in that direction, you need to do some research.
Okay.
And I'll guarantee you, you'll have a change of heart.
Well, bro, thank you very much for your interview, man. Thank you very much, man. I'm gonna take this back to my hometown, Baltimore, because, you know, like I say, the Bloods and Crips, they started up out there, but they're like 30 years behind the game. Right now, they're at the point where they're just meeting up in parks and going at it. But you know where it's gonna go from there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here to take some of this knowledge back to them. Hopefully they'll look at this thing and really understand that they're digging up a deaf spirit. You know, a spirit of death that you guys have already exercised and put it to rest.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to share. This was all from the heart. Once again, my name is Manny Miller out of Project Fatherhood in Watts, California. And as you can read from the t-shirt that I'm wearing, it's going to take us as a people to put this stuff to rest so that we can live. Peace.
Thanks, bro. Thank you very much.
Christmas happy.
Everything basically have been the same. Summertime, the kids, they give me a break. Soon as school was over, they go to my daddy's house. So, you know, I got the crew with me. Yeah. You know, but I was able to drop off with their big sister. So
y'all ladies finna come get him. The boys finna come get him next week.
Oh yeah, well he's going to practice right now. He just told me, Daddy. Oh, we got a passing league game up at Sarah Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, so I'm gonna go check that out. And outside of that, man, everything was basically the same. Like I'm gonna say, like what Manny was saying, we got all our little certificates out the weekend program. So we finished over there. But anyway, on that too, for the cash and thing, that's it. And you got to put your work in now. Got to put your work in, man. They gave you two. You got to go use it.
Tell yourself, man. You got to put yourself on the front line. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sit on your seat. What the hell, you know what I'm saying? Get busy.
Go back in the water.
That's my neighborhood.
Been closed off, big bro.
All right. I'm going to get a box for the trash.
Go back Maxine Waters, Junior, that works in one of the offices over there.
Fuck Junior.
The finance office. By the 25th, he's supposed to have a new, updated list of job sites. So, I encourage y'all to stay in touch with him, or I myself. Once I get the list, I'll bring it here, and we can run some copies off of it, and that's the lead right there. You remember, gave us those little small books with pens and told us to go to each job site to log it down, so when he comes and do a one-on-one with you to see how you've been applying yourself, it'll work to your benefit for him to vouch for you to get you on one of these job sites.
Anybody else? The good boys, y'all got some y'all want to share, young brother? Talking about the hey, just share about the little thing with you on Friday.
Well,
Children Institute Fatherhood on the board.
you know, the banquet today, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet some celebrities up there. I met Judge Joe Walsh from American Court. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, you know, it was a really nice time. But honestly, I was kind of down. One of my sons called himself mad at me and ran off and went to school, didn't want to attend the banquet with me. But I would attend all his banquets when he had his. But we got it together though, man. You know, just that he, you know, still be young, you gotta learn, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, you know, everything in school, it was lovely. I mean, the whole book was all lovely, man. I'm like, really shocked because like, I know I was nominated, but I didn't think I had a chance to win. But when they called me for one of the winners, you know, it was only 3 of us that won. They called me, I was one of the 3, and I was like, dang, wow, you know what I'm saying? I wish they did.
They're fighting out here.
Okay, that was a meeting down in Grape Street, and I just want to let y'all know that that fight that broke out, it had nothing to do with gangs. It was a domestic situation. You know how that go. You know, you lady. You know what I mean? So it was handled and it was diffused, and it wasn't gang related at all. So don't get any ideas. All right.
The best thing. That's her. Sometimes her intention is to do that, to get you out of your character as a man. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands on it, and there you go. You're gone. We know the scenario. 911.
Okay. That's good. What about the Father's Day event? How did anybody like to speak on that? Ask on to it. Take away something.
Y'all should have let me win the gift.
When you talking about
The rapper?
Yeah.
They win that rapper.
Oh, I won 3 days straight. I haven't been nothing this year.
You said what? Nothing.
No, it was all right, huh? I had a good time. A nice speech. It was.
Yeah. What did you think about the brother that gave that message?
was a nice
Nick Candy Cat. When he said if there was abortion back in the day, that Mary would have aborted Jesus. You know what I mean? His mama would have aborted him. He had some key points, didn't he, man?
Yeah, for that family planning.
Yeah.
That's all he was talking about, these family planning places that's located all around, you know, helping the sisters kill the baby.
Right. They said abortion system would kill more people.
that's the #1 killer.
Cancer. You know what I mean? How many leaders been flushed down the toilet, doing the bottles?
I see everything about it. Tell me decide what I want. Okay. I feel y'all though.
You should have showed up. That's
Little cup trophy.
Shit, I didn't talk to them about it. I don't know how long sometimes.
Hey, Ben.
I don't know.
I was respecting the game.
Yes, that's only right.
I disclosed it, like, you know, I just came out of him. I don't know if he, but I wanted to mention that too, that they didn't shut it off.
Yeah, exactly. That's time to say.
All right.
Let my friend know exactly what this is being.
Okay, yeah, you hear now about the brother in the community center. Address is 2101 East Cutting 1st Street, Los Angeles, California, 9002. This is Project Fatherhood here. Project Fatherhood is a part of the Children's Institute. Would come in to show fathers and teach fathers to fathers event, to learn from each other how to be fathers, different situations that different fathers go through, how to deal with situations, Also how to deal with child support issues, visiting right issues, basically anything that has to do with a father. Because some fathers get educated in construction over at Maxine Warner's class, getting ready for the redevelopment of the Georgetown Housing Development, $750 million deal, trying to get 30% of the jobs for the young men that live here in the surrounding area here at the Georgetown Housing Development. And this meeting is held every Wednesday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. talking about fatherhood issues. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Not only that, we just trying to be more voiceful in the community. We know communities can't thrive without fathers stepping up to the plate, being on the forefront. Instead of being comfortable with no say-so in the community. We're trying to basically there's statistics that say that when a father's not in the household, it's all bad. You know, they say 85% of brothers in the penitentiary. There was no fathers in the household. So basically, we're trying to save our community, save our sons, and basically just step up to the plate as men, as fathers, you know, in the community.
Well, anybody have anything to say about the dinner we had Saturday? How can we make it better? Anything that you didn't like about it, anything you liked about it? How can we be more successful in the future? What y'all like to see happen? You know.
I would like to see like how the ladies, how they did it. They had the comedian lady come up there, man, and she was real humorous. That Mother's Day thing.
Oh yeah.
When the old lady, when the sister came up there, I don't know if she was there, but she was a comedian lady. You know, she acted cool for me. All right, some humor, you know what I mean, to the situation.
That's what based on what he's saying, I agree also. We should have more activities. You know what I'm saying? We just going over the same emotion, the same people as here. We need more people, like you say, more comedians, people that got talent. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? Utilize that. That's it, what I see. So we just need more activities and less kids and less females in there. It's a Father's Day. It's more and more each year, more kids and more females.
But the female was only in there to serve the food. Because you know when the mother got in, all the Project Fatherhood
limited. It's limited. Everything is limited.
Limited.
Yeah, everything. Like that. You don't need 30 serve the food. What's your routine? Stuff like that. Limited. Other than that, I
anything else? Go ahead.
Some trash up in the joint.
Annual event, you know, Project Fatherhood, that's something that put together and invite the community.
You know, play a lot.
You know that I
Appreciate it, brother.
You know that and present something what we doing and get input too. You know that's helpful.
I know the time is coming near for us to go back to the commissioner, to the Housing Authority Commissioner Board, because it's supposed to be like 90 days. We're going to go back and see about the labor agreement that's supposed to be put in place for Project Fatherhood or for the jobs or the redevelopment, and then they're supposed to be getting rid of the developer at that time. So I just want everybody to be mindful that that's going to be coming up. You got to get with Mr. King to make sure that they're going to find out, make sure that we be able to be there, because that's a key component to this redevelopment and that Project Fatherhood, getting the 30% of these jobs. I'm not sure.
Project Fatherhood.
young man about that. I want to last thing. I got the information somewhere. We got to try to be diligent.
What I understood, I got a lie on my daughter get to me, right? But what I understood his position was, he was trying to offer his services. First came to the Project Fatherhood, he just want to be a part of it in terms of, I guess, the financial picture, but as far as the security company, this Project Fatherhood, we step forward, we do our security for whatever comes up in the wild, Project Fatherhood security. Right. Something we could attach our name to our face to.
I thought it was that all the time.
No, we don't have a legal security firm because you got to be licensed and bonded and so forth and so on. And dude already got one, but he, from what I understand from him, he's willing to donate it to Project Fatherhood.
I didn't get that from him. What I had got from him is that he had some jobs that was in Indio, different places, like when they had. I can't even think of the name. They called the Stagecoach Wheel and all those big concerts up at Coachella and Indio. I think he was trying to get some guys to go out there and work. I didn't get that far from him that he was talking about this. But what we have to do is go back and set something up with him and sit down and talk with him. Also, I wanted to ask everybody, is it all right that we sit back down with Mr. Michael Richardson? You know, sit back down and see where he at with some of the jobs and going on. Because I know the Jordan piece is supposed to start in May, but I've been hearing that it was set back till December. And I want to get some real clarity on what's going on. So I want to make sure it's all right with y'all. Within the next week or so, to invite Mr. Michael Richardson back down here. We can talk about that and get it situated.
I mean, everybody going. Everybody that did this little vaccine work. Definitely one of them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's get some heads and votes so we can get it back in here. So we can sit down and talk to it or something.
Oh, okay. I just passed out some job information I got in my email about a construction company that's hiring labor. So I think that somebody from Project Fatherhood should investigate the lead, talk to the people, and that could be another contact that could be another resource that could be brought to Project Fatherhood. Because while you're waiting to see what's going on with Jordan and everything else, you got that right there. You could be doing that while you wait. Ain't no use to sit around and wait. We all got the light man don't wait.
You just brought this in.
Rent man don't wait. Yeah.
Okay.
But look, light man don't wait. Bill man don't wait. Landlord show don't wait. So why would you wait? Why would you wait? Why would you wait? You know what I'm saying? Why would you wait? Man, we go after what we need every day to survive. The same way we out here going after what we need to survive, we need to be applying the same intensity to finding a job. You got construction training, so start applying everywhere. I ain't got time to wait for Jordan. I might not have nowhere to live waiting on Jordan. Waiting on the redevelopment. I might be in the house with Candace. Waiting on the redevelopment. Man, have somebody look it up, and that's another resource. A man needs options. A man needs options. You need options. If you ain't running to catch the bus, you're gonna miss it.
Sometimes there ain't no job. Sometimes you gotta get a job.
Oh, another thing. I want to know if you're going to get somebody to investigate the resource I just brought, and maybe next Wednesday have a report for the brothers. Man, yeah. They sent it to me. You see, they need construction labor. If you read it, they got contracts across the city.
We had supposed to picked up some type of job coach or somebody that's supposed to did that for us. We had T here. I don't know what happened with T's situation with that.
No, man, we supposed to have structure.
Structure, that's right.
Certain, they said, man, if we never got back to who's on.
Who's gonna do what?
Okay, let's go. Okay, we're throwing several things out. And I want to go to that. You're right. Let's
yeah, because everybody ain't counting.
Now, if you read the back of this right here, if you read the back of this, it says a variable minimum of 1 year experience. A variable minimum of 1 year experience. for this construction.
So you gonna let that? You gonna let
I
that?
didn't say I was gonna let it, I just wanted it to be known.
Okay.
I just wanted it to be known. I'm gonna follow up on it.
Okay. Don't let that 1 year be no excuse.
I'm gonna follow up on it, follow up with this,
Okay.
and find out what's going on, and I'll have feedback next week.
Okay. Now for another suggestion, because everybody acts like it's just so hard to make something happen. Damn the big major job of these for a moment. It's real estate agents. It's all kind of stuff. It's stuff in your own community. Y'all don't need nobody to employ y'all. Go around somebody's door and ask them if they need a bathroom fixed, door fixed, a floor fixed, anything. If you get one of these real estate agents, many people get them housing, foreclosure and shit, and they need somebody to help build on. You know, if you lose money, if y'all really want it, y'all go get it. Y'all see that broad y'all like, and every time y'all see it, y'all know the whole schedule. Oh man, she gonna come here today at 12. Man, she be a little more at 2. You know what I mean, man? If you really want it, man.
HUD got all the buildings. HUD is doing it.
No, man, but there's more people
right up front of
Hey,
that.
man, I see all the independent
The
people.
majority of the neighborhoods around here,
No,
the
sir.
houses is
No, sir. I see them independent people every day building houses. Homie.
They ain't individual, them a little contractors.
No, sir. Man, no, sir. Man, see, you can't sell yourself out up front, though,
I'm not
bro.
selling myself.
Man, you got to believe in you, man. HUD ain't got it all.
I'm just saying, these are little subcontractors that's working.
Yeah, but that can't
little small companies that we can be. We got everybody that know how to do the same thing they can do. Why we can't collaborate, create a company where we can get out there?
Yeah, because we got to do that, man. We got to create the company where we can do that.
Say sometimes
We got to do it under the umbrella, man. You know, because HUD them ain't running everything.
they ain't running everything, but they got a lot of houses around here that need worked on.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a lot of houses that need worked on there.
Oh, yeah.
Why we can't go work on?
They say, man, but it's just different avenues, and
We are the workers. We don't need it. We need somebody with the contract. And that's all you need is that bonding money. It's not about a million. Somebody with $1 million for $1 million.
Somebody that's going to be insured.
And it's something Mr. Rich said, see what's going on.
man, if we build us a little website, and we offer our services for the low,
I think we should.
inside the community, and say that we fixing, you know, kitchen tile, laying down floors, or doing stair wells, you know. They say, man, these people with senior citizens inside their family, and they can't make it up them steps. Man, we build a ramp. Yeah, we offer some services, man. And stop all this crying and bickering like little brawls, grown ass men, right? Because I've been up in the penitentiary. I was facing life. I didn't cry none of that. I knew it wasn't going to happen to me. So I know what it's like to really believe in what you believe in. I mean, myself personally, I don't, you know me, personally, like anybody else, I can't say nobody else finances and what they're going through. But I went through that construction site so I could get on what's going to be built over here. In the meantime, in the between time, I know how to fend for myself. Now, the next guy, that might don't apply to me. But he got that strength in him, find that strength, man, and make something happen. Because you can go to anybody's house and build a cabinet. Your mother came to my granny's house and did the whole kitchen. And he wasn't no contract or nothing. And he got paid well, fed well, and treated well.
So we got to stop crying like what?
Man, little better, man. Instead of like grown men, you know, bottom line, man, they got to put itself out there. If we build a website on the Project Fatherhood and say this is what we offering in the form of some type of
I seen something the other day, actually yesterday and then today, this morning, afternoon, about 1 o'clock, I seen it, and I was puzzled. I seen some more people fixing up these units. And I stopped and I asked them, I said, well, what are y'all doing? He said, oh, we doing a house over here, like 103rd and Juniper got burnt. Construction. I said, I said, why housing authority not fixing this thing right here? I said, why they not fixing this? He said, oh, we contracted out. Housing authority don't fix that type of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that housing contract out to contractors to fix. That's right up this alley right here.
But with
That's
that,
right up this alley. But what I wanted to do though, before we really bring it out like that, I wanted to sit down and ask Mr. John King, what's the process? What's the process of Project Fatherhood, all these construction guys? We already got somebody licensed that's already said they willing to step up and Project Fatherhood to use their construction license, and he willing to be on board with us to show us what to do. So just say if we had 2-3 units to do, he can go show these cats what to do, these cats what to do, get it done, and it'll be through house. But I wanted to see what's the realistic in us trying to go forward. What's the protocol? What we need?
Get on the construction code.
Where we can get it going. Because see, when we do get this thing going, we got TT, he got his license and stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that y'all gotta be the ones to take this thing and run with this thing.
I'm gonna show you something.
And we need tools. Yeah.
Everybody around here who been here, everybody around here who been here, who really know about this community, I'm gonna say one name. My rest in peace. My brother Bill. Bill didn't have no damn license. And then Bill got here and fixed everything in Watts.
Yeah.
By himself. And got paid good money. Hey, Bill had too much work for him. Why? Because he did good work. Bill couldn't even get around everything, man. One brother, man. Boy built on everything around here, homie, by himself. It wasn't no fatherhood project. It wasn't no Maxine water. He just was good with his hand and with his craft, and he marketed himself, and he put himself out there. He promoted himself. And then nobody do it for him. He didn't wait on nobody to do it for him. His work spoke for itself, man. And the same community, homie, the same corner, man. One man in a pickup truck. So you can't tell me that opportunity still ain't here, homie. Can't say they looking for it. I know I ain't looking for it. Anybody in here looking for it? Can everybody say they look for it? So I don't want to hear it, man. Get out there and look for it. It's there.
Here's what I feel like. And I've been, not just today, but I've been listening. There's a lot of talent in the room. There's people that are licensed, there are people that are trained, and there's people who just have the talent, probably like Lily's brother Bill. They just know how to do it, okay? We need to take the next step. We need to organize. And Lily's right, there needs to be a website. Mike is right. We need to sit down, but we have to be organized before we ask John King. We should write down the questions tonight, have it prepared, and then say, why can't we create Project Fatherhood, fix it, or whatever Project Fatherhood, or whatever, and you take responsibility for this. Step up, because you want to. I hear how everybody talks. You want to step up. Now you need to take that next step. Beyond talking, organize. Organize. You all know how to put work in. You put it in when you were young. You put it in when you're older. Put in work now for yourselves. The next step is organizing. How do we do this? How do we do this?
Stand up and tell them who you are.
Okay. I'm Georgia Lee, and I'm here with Project Fatherhood. I'm a UCLA professor, and I'm the social worker who is here as part of the group to make sure any kind of problems that need clinical attention are taken care of. But I'm really here because this is such an important thing, and places like UCLA and USC should be and will be supporting this.
Yes, sir, Richard.
I want to kind of piggyback off what you guys were saying about talking to John King about why Project Fatherhood can't be contracted out.
Why could be contracted? We don't have.
Okay, how? Okay, how?
Order.
How? All right.
They
Okay.
need you here every Wednesday too.
Huh?
You need you here every Wednesday too.
Hey, I got a fact. Sometimes when my kids got emergencies, brother, I got to handle that, brother. I got to handle that. I'm a father. I'm a father first. I'm a father first. All right. Good. Okay. Now my thing is this: we got like about 20 brothers that went through construction training, right?
Got more than that.
Okay. That unit has been closed down for months. It's been burnt out. They knew it was burnt. You see what I'm saying? The point I'm making is that they knew that we had men going to construction training. So it would have been like a comment, it's like a no-brainer. You could have had a few brothers on the waiting list waiting over there doing that. It's like you got to show brothers that there's light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't gonna be easy. Anything worth having is you have to struggle. But we have to see some light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it makes no sense for that to go on, and you got a room full of brothers that could have handled that. And him knowing that. You see what I'm saying?
See, the whole thing now is that, let me explain something to you. I know a lot of people know, a lot of people been in this housing development for 40, 50 years. A lot of them really didn't know that the housing authority contracts stuff out. I know I didn't. I always thought if somebody come in and did plumbing, light, painting, it always was a housing authority. Hold up, here it is now though. The light bulb just came on. We got cats that's certified. We got people that's ready to get in place, but now we just got to find out. Now we need to find out what the protocol is to get it done, because there's a lot of work in these projects. There's a lot of work all over that need to be done.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm very new here. I just want to know the purpose of Project Fatherhood. What is the status quo and what is the ultimate goal of the organization?
Project Fatherhood is to bring together men so that they can support each other and learn to be more effective fathers. And more effective fathers is everything from spending time with your child, going to school with your child, learning how to do things with your child, learning to deal with your significant other or the mother of your children, and being an effective member of the community, which includes working. Working's not all. And by the way, what's the ultimate goal?
Stopping violence.
Stopping violence and being effective fathers. And you know what? We're never going to reach that goal. And the reason why is it is a work in progress. We're never done until we're in the ground. We're all going to keep working. I'm going to keep working to be a better mother. God willing, someday a grandmother. Everybody in the room is going to keep working till their last breath.
Okay.
God willing, to be a good father.
Question. Does that just apply to the Jordan Downs housing?
This one applies just to Jordan Downs, but they're way around.
Y'all want to say it was an open door policy?
Yes.
It's open door policy, but the program started right here in Jordan Downs.
That's right.
People outside of Jordan Downs can't
No,
join.
you're right and I'm wrong.
Okay.
If you come here and you're not from Jordan Downs, no one's going to say get out.
No, what I mean, question. What I mean is, basically this is a Watts-based community organization, right? All right, now, we have other projects within the Watts community, right? And or residential buildings, right? So now, fatherhoods that are part of the Jordan Downs, now, what about the other projects?
Let me show you something. It's another Project Fatherhood through the Fatherhood Initiatives is right here at Bradley Milligan. Right up the street here at Bradley Milligan. And then it's some in Gardena, it's some all over through the Children's Institute. And then Homeboy Industries have one, but then the Jordan Downs, the Imperial Courts, and the Nixon Garden. Now, Nixon Garden and Imperial Courts is in process. They're discussion of starting a big Project Fatherhood right now.
That's what I want to know. Basically, where the fatherhood, the brothers here that are part of Project Fatherhood, because I want to know when basically when we leave here to go and like fellowship with other organizations and or buildings, to have them to be a part of this here organization as well. Because,
we invite brothers all the time. That's right.
Because like even though the organization is based right here in the Jordans, it's like there may be some other project that's willing to be a participant of this here, but since it's based right here in the Jordan, that's going to limit some of the people from wanting to come for fear of whatever.
Well, that's why they are in the process.
It starts here. Once they see this. then venture out.
Okay.
So everybody's welcome in adult. Just leave your bullshit out there.
Right.
So
That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing.
So yeah, what's been happening is, you know, and you posted the question, that we've been having people coming over here. We've been inviting people coming over. We have people from the Nickerson and Perry coming over here, sitting down, trying to get the ideas, because it is a discussion as far as having it in the other projects. And you're right, if it's just based right here, we'll be limiting ourselves. It's just like if we just gangbangers from Grape Street, we definitely can't go nowhere. So we understand that, but also, when the Project Fatherhood get established in other areas like the Nickersons and Imperial Court, we looking at other tradesmen as well over there that can become part of this organization that we're discussing right now, and not so much be limited, because I want to also, thank you. Okay. So I want to also, remind you, we sitting up here, we request, and then Spotty, you come in on a topic where, men's been sitting in here for a period of time. And they've been looking for work. So it gets frustrating. Times is hard. Along with being a father, you want to be able to provide. So, money is a tool that we can definitely put us in a better position as fathers. So, this is, you come in on that, in this area right here, right now at this moment. But, the whole program is basically about discussing and opening up the floor to individuals and talking about things, and sometimes bringing closure to some of the things we don't want to think about in the past. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we can move forward, But while we talking about work and talking about the money, everybody in here need to be ready that when the grind gets here, then you need to be ready. Because we talking about construction work, and if you got sensitive skins, you wear your emotions on your sleeves and stuff, you're going to be the one talking about I'm quitting. And we know what we're talking about. It's going to be 90 degrees out there, 100 degrees out there, and you're going to be hauling some long 10 feet, 20 feet pipe on your shoulder. You're going to be having a shovel and all this. And this going to come with good pay. But we can't be tripping off of who got a shovel, who's driving the forklift, and who's standing with the men and read prints. Because I read prints. I read prints and I interpret all that. I didn't get my apprenticeship and all that stuff. So someone's going to have to start from the bottom. And even the bottom in the union, you still going to get money, but someone still ain't got to that point where, well, how the hell he get over here to be with the man, but drive the vehicle, drive the truck, but I got a shovel. So in other words, we got to get beyond all that there too while we talking about what we want.
Everybody is looking for opportunities in employment. You're saying just be ready for whatever you want. Absolutely. If you crying about work right now, when work comes, just be ready to work.
Yeah, that's just like we was requesting 50% of the workload here. But if according to the skilled individuals in this community, 30% is good. Because if we get 50%, it's no guarantee we're gonna fill that 50% up because we lack the skills. We lack the skills, and we need to get the skills. Elder spoke on it. We need to get ready. In the meantime, we don't need to be waiting for somebody to come and grab us by the hand. Right now, you need to be creative. You need to work on what you have and try to figure out how to develop it. Develop your skills or your weaknesses. We talked about strengths and weaknesses a week or two ago. And that's the time to start working on that stuff. So when the work is here, and you don't have to wait till the work get here. Go somewhere else and get ready, get seasoned, so when the work is here, 10 to 15 years, you can buy your house or open up your business.
Let's go right here.
I want to dive back what you just said, Big Mike, and what the brother has said. He's not here. Now, to me, it stands to reason if we had 20 men here that went to Maxine Water, and you said the light didn't come on. The light didn't come on for me neither. I thought all the work that was done here was contracted to the people here. Now, to hear that people doing the work here is contracted outside, that's a slap in the face. Right. Like the brother was saying, let the people know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Right. Here I went to school 9, 10, 12 months, and I can't find a job, and then someone else fixing up the houses and don't even live here.
That's right.
That's sad, man.
What caught my eye, I caught these brothers getting off the bus.
That's sad.
You know how some people talk about you need a car to get, but you need to go for construction. Right. And these cats had their tune got off the bus, running through the uniform. And they got across the street, and they got their kids. key, they open the door. They go in there. Go ahead, bro.
I'm saying, so everybody's saying they didn't know, but y'all think so y'all saying John King didn't know that they didn't have no.
No, I'm not saying, I'm not
I'm asking, do he know? Everybody should know.
Like they paid downside.
This is a very good question.
He should know if he got lost in the project.
We have to prepare to ask him, did you know? And if you didn't know, why don't we?
Well, let's change it. If you know now.
That's a good question.
And we ain't trying to show them up. Anything like that, but there are people that's complaining that need jobs or whatever, and that's time to turn them on. Like we up on game and what's going on. So if you got opportunities to give our brothers a job, give them a job. That's it. I ain't gonna worry about it.
Listen to this. Every office, official office, is different branches and everything. He might work in this branch, don't know what's going on in that branch. Even though he's the point of the housing authority. Every branch don't know what's going on with every branch.
That's part of redevelopment though, right?
I'm just saying.
That's part of redevelopment. Might not be part of the maintenance though. Maintenance and repairs. The maintenance and repair. Okay, let's go here. We got right here. We got Eagle got his hand up and then here.
I was gonna say, this like my second or third meeting coming to Project Fatherhood, and to me, this like a bridge that the community needs to bridge the gap with the elders and youngsters. And to me, just hypothetically speaking, if this organization was to say pay dues or something, build up your own economical structure, you know what I'm saying? So you can have operational money to operate as non-profit for profit. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying? That you can have like an umbrella where you can build other organizations off of it and incorporate yourself in different avenues, like in the community, because you do activism, you do gang prevention, different areas that all the brothers got. You know what I'm saying? That way you won't be just limited to one field.
Very good.
First of all, we ain't got no money. That's why we ain't got no jobs. We ain't put no funds for nothing, no how. We don't got no money. Now, let's talk about Michael Williamson, we're talking about the housing authority, hiring outside people. Ain't that one of y'all really in here qualified if they was to come hand you a contract and tell you to go do this? You don't know what to do. We just finished the class. We just started. So housing authorities got to do what they got to do in order to keep these projects been running for all these years. Now, we done all acquired the skill, but we ain't acquired the skill to the level we need to acquire it. And we don't have and none of us, no contractors, and none of us even trying to go that far even for that. We stopping right here promoting for these jobs. But if you got a contractor's license, one of us was in there, like y'all talking about Jacoby. But when you talk about Jacoby, he already got his and everything, and that's still putting it in somebody else's hands. It's all about right here, what we talking about. Trying to employ us, trying to give us the skills that we need, the necessary tools that we need to get out here and make employment for ourselves, or create a job, or to bring an idea to somebody to say, look, we got these people over here, and we know that they doing this right here, and I can say that I know that this guy's qualified in order to do this. But if I can't stand on none of you guys, and I can't say that I'm bonded and they gonna pay for it if it get towed up or something like this, how you gonna get hired? Can't nobody hire you like that. Then you're not gonna hire nobody like that. Right. So the bottom line is this here. Whatever we doing, man, we gotta try to really figure out. I used to get mad at each other. That's like I said, while we're in positions, because I hear a bunch of talking. We don't really like each other in some kind of areas, and some about something. We need to be discussing that. Why is you mad because you're in this position, or because you're not in the position? Like what he was just saying. Whatever your difference is, get it out there as a man, so you can start really dealing with what we really need to deal with. Because it really is about the kids. It's not like our life is over, but it's really about the kids. But in order for us to do for the kids, we really have to practice self-preservation. We have to take care of us first. And then you can reach out and do something for somebody else. But we ain't got our job right straight. Ain't none of us straight, even though we don't went to the classes. We all learned about the class and everything. But like they said, ain't nobody going out and saying I'm a laborer. Ain't nobody really probably went down to none of these things. We wait for somebody to call us. I'm like hell. I'm not working. I know it's a job. If I want to work, I don't have no excuse. None. I'm not working because I don't want to. Now that's the truth. And I know if anybody up in here really serious about working, you would be working. I don't care if you ain't doing construction. You had that trade because there's a lot of people that was doing big corporate stuff and went back to school because that job stopped. And then guess what? Some of them didn't even get the job that they went to school for. They ended up working at McDonald's. And then guess what? From that, they just stepped up and then found something else and moved to something else. And that's how it works in life everywhere. You got to first start, and then from that job, you can start looking for another job. But you don't quit your job and then say you're going to get another job because it's not going to happen. So right now we done did the school, and we need to be trying to put something to use. Get out there and really be serious about trying to do the construction work.
Present yourself.
That's all I hear. Everybody is complaining, but I don't see nobody doing it. Even with the dude Mike Richardson, I didn't even see nobody go to the house, so I didn't even go talk to him and tell him, look, we just went to this construction class, and I can get right in here and get a try. Nobody doing none of that. I don't see anything.
Well said, Monty. Yeah, well said, Monty.
I wish we'd do something for us. Quit tripping, man. Quit arguing with each other, man. We've been doing this for a long time. This is the one thing that, this is been a part of our life. We put each other down. We've been doing this for a lifetime. We've been doing that for a lifetime. It's almost like a natural instinct. If you're doing something, everybody might be agreeing, but there's going to be one person like, man, that nigga ain't talking about nothing, man.
All the time.
That's just our nature. And we got to get away from that because that's what's been holding us back. I'm talking about everything. I don't care about whatever the bad stuff we've been doing, even that. We're supposed to be ahead even the bad stuff we've been doing. Because we've been doing that good. We've been looking each other down like the crab. And we're still doing it now, even though we try to be so positive. We're doing the same thing. We need to stop it, man.
Yes, Doctor. Thank you, Monty. Go ahead and stand up and introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Paul Williams. I'm a retired college professor at this lady, and I grew up in Watts. And I've seen a little history, and Monty's absolutely right. But with something that I'm seeing here is like redundant, going over and over and over. Blacks ain't getting no jobs. The surrounding community. Now, I come here. I've been to this meeting before, okay, there very few. Now it's a lot because there's funding available. I came here from a church, a school, and a boarding home because they need money. And they're adjacent. I'm a homeowner. I'm about ready to lose my home. There are homes around the projects that are losing their ground, and most of them are black men who are black families who are broken up. Retention come out of the penitentiary, can't get no job, and as laborers, we might get a job on construction or plumbing or any maintenance kind of job as an end result of trained Mexicans or Latinos who are getting the jobs, buying the houses, and have the economic base to work on, where we're being left out in the cold. And we're going to be put in another historical situation where one project of brothers fight another gang of projects because they got, Grape Street got the housing money. Now, the issue is, it's just not putting the money in the housing projects, but what about the surrounding black community that are sinking in the ground? That I come from a church that said, well, Project Fatherhood has some grant money. I write grants, okay? I haven't wrote a grant in a while, but I've written grants that got funded, okay? My object here is to write grants for brothers who need job training, professional thinking, education, become computer literate, and that's why I'm here, taking notes, finding where I can get an updated application on where the community funding is. Because I need to apply it to you brothers where I can help you. That's my only way of communicating or being able to stay alive in this community. Drugs, gangs, prostitution, teen pregnancy is killing us. And we don't have to snap out of that. And the only way that we can snap out of it is that we have to have jobs. We have to have money to feed our families. So, the only thing I'm asking is, can I get an updated application? Can I find a way to apply? I can write it out for my church and for my school, where we can have the drug prevention, where we can have the gang prevention adjacent. Not far, just on 92nd and Palmer Lee, which is not on one side of the gang and another. What we're trying to do is set up satellites within the community where black people still own homes, that we can be able to have our own financial, economic base. Now, I don't know if I'm in the right place because I understand that John King only has a limited amount of money to work with. But John King knows access where we can help support him. Because this brother, I know this man is sincere. But he has to get your support in unity. Not one project over another, not one gang over another, not one section. We need a combination of unity with this brother here that I know and support since I came here. I just didn't come here just to visit. I come back in here to help.
Appreciate your comments, brother. Appreciate you. But I just want to let you know that Project Fatherhood didn't start out as employment for jobs.
I understand.
A vehicle for jobs. It was something that was seen and the guys wanted to do. That's why they went and was able to get that service to go into Maxine Waters to get them ready. But Project Fatherhood is based on dealing with fatherhood issues. Also trying to help them to strengthen themselves in all areas.
But what isn't jobs essential?
Okay.
Isn't employment essential?
Question.
Okay. There's always a need for grants, and there's always a need for services.
Okay.
So, but we have 20 minutes left, and does everyone remember what we talked about doing last week? Because there was another topic on the table, and I don't want to let you on. Does anyone remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's summertime. All y'all kids is out of school, and people probably I say it's time to really get serious about this beach thing that we want to do for our family, just bring them together, take all the stress and serious issues off the table, a little volleyball, a little beach sand, football, swimming, chilling, get to see old Dr. Lee in that two-piece.
Be there in my two-piece.
Please don't Yes.
Okay, so we have to work tonight.
Hey man, I don't know what type of days is cool, weekend or weekday. Hey man, I know the 4th of July is coming up. I know we can't really plan to go to that. But just to give kids a little something else. If I can follow me, at least follow me weekend after that. Because school starts back in August. And they cut the kids summer short. So school starts back in August. So, if y'all want to plan it for like a back to school plan,
Oh yeah.
or something of that nature, just something
Next couple of weeks, we can just like, as far as I'm concerned, we can just put in a little donation so we can build on what he's talking about. Next week and the week after, whatever you got in your pocket, you know what I'm saying, we can just throw it in on the funding. Along with John King.
Right, just go ahead.
I think we scheduled for one trip or maybe 2 trips. Right, Mr. King?
Yeah, it depends on the cost of the trip. Depends on the cost of the trip. Okay. Seems like if it's beach, probably could do something else. Okay. But if it's something like Magic Mountain, it's a wrap.
Beach beach is cheap.
What about a regular water?
Same thing, it'll be that one and that'll be it. Also, somebody mentioned to me yesterday about possibly doing a fishing trip. So if we can get the boat donated, it's a big boat out that goes out to San Pedro, we're going to try to do that. So if we could do, some people want to do it, everybody does. But we can definitely do the beach trip.
Still trying to throw this old guppy back in the hook. Hey, I'm game for that.
Clear about going to the beach that day, cooking, barbecuing, volleyball, just a day at the beach, or whatever, something you want to do. That's a good one. We got to go out and see what, we can get the volleyball stuff and all the stuff we need to preserve or whatever. We got the kids, so we can just that area, doing stuff like that.
Mr. John King. That ain't trash. Ain't nothing wrong with my life. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with my life.
We're probably going to bust.
Hey, I mean, or two. I think I can move that to bus or two.
So you gotta get them to somebody that's gonna cook and different stuff.
Well, like I said, man, we got Neil, we got Craig over there, and we got some real guys. Shout out to Parent Fatherhood.
So is that what we wanna do? We wanna do the beach thing? That way we can put it down?
Beach sounds good.
Beach sounds good. Everybody vote for the beach or what?
So when we gonna try to set it up for what day?
Yeah, weekend.
Saturday weekend.
So if y'all schedule just a beach trip, so would y'all have another activity for the kids since we not going to Raising Waters or not Magic Mountain, something like that?
You say something for the kids.
Said the beach won't cost much at no beach.
No, the beach won't cost much. Just like you're saying.
That's saving money. That's what I'm saying. You go to the beach, you probably save $2 trip. And we can have another trip since we say, you know what I'm saying, we should have 2 trips if y'all going to the beach and if y'all saying if we can't go to Raging Water or Knott's Berry Farm, something like that, because that's still not going to equal to the value of what we got to pay if we y'all schedule that trip.
Yeah.
Period.
Beach would be one, we would probably do another festivity in the community.
Absolutely.
We can do
For the kids, just for the kids. For the kids.
What we gonna do though?
Sure for the kids.
Everybody clear.
Do both.
Everybody clear on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, my vote. Hey, you know, be for the kids, man. You know, do something for the kids.
This
For the kids. Everybody for the grown people.
The beach ain't for the kids?
The beach for the kids.
I'm going for the kids.
The fathers supposed to take their kids and have an out for the kids. Just like with the Raging Waters or with the Magic Mountain. Fathers took their kids and had a day at Raging Waters or a day at the park. This will be a day at the beach with your daughter, your son, with your kids. This just ain't all about just the father just going and having a good time. This is a kid event too, for the actually for the kids.
It's for the fathers and family. Remember that old Patrol Sack event? No
Oh, you ain't going back to the 2.
And then the other event is you do the festivities and do one in the neighborhood.
I agree.
Yeah, so we got the beach and we got a community thing.
Right. We could do another like a back to school backpack and barbecue out here.
Have children for the little kids and all that little stuff right there, balloons, cotton candy, everything. You know
Beach in July, back to school in August.
Yeah, the school starts in August.
Okay, what day in July? What day for the beach in July?
That's one out of calendar.
Huh?
Last weekend, last weekend, because schools start back in
July 28th is
no, we do last week, July 28th. The week before July, last week.
July 21, July 26.
No.
July 21.
No.
July 28th.
28th. Can't do the 28. That's your reunion, man. You can't do that.
Why did it do it? Okay, that's when they do their thing.
Listen up.
Hey, look, we always discussing how much talent that we have in here.
Exactly.
Let's discuss about how much talent that we have within our children.
That's right, that's
and
right.
along with these gatherings and get-togethers that we're talking about doing, let's attach a talent progress.
I like that.
And see how much talent that'll come out. Deal with it in age range, you know what I'm saying? Like
We should
5.
have a prize for the best in each age range.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, man.
Here, the last one.
That's like Roscoe.
Okay.
That's cool for the kids. That's cool.
So look, so the beach gonna be July the 28th.
21.
21st.
You know that, man. 21st.
Okay, so,
Yeah, just put categories on the talent show, you know, different levels, different
that would be
ages.
great.
Is it possible to do the beach trip on a Friday?
Yeah, please.
That would be cool for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Now you want 27.
I want 26 because I'm
20 to the 27.
yeah I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be out of town on 21st and I really want to be there.
Well, why don't we make it Friday the 20th, or you're gonna be out of town?
27.
27 it is on Friday.
Okay.
Oh, ain't on no Saturday.
That's good. That's the first trip, right?
Right.
Okay, now what day are we gonna
Back to
get
school.
back to school thing when we can start getting stuff together, backpack, school supplies?
You want to do that in the middle of August or the end of August?
And you know, hold on, try to 18. And you know, school start August 15th.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa,
School start back August 16th. Kids only got 6 weeks out. Start August 15th, and then it gets out May the 20th.
So August the 11th.
Start
August the 11th, the Saturday we can do a back to school bash. Do everything everybody just mentioned.
On the
Talent,
11th?
Right, yeah.
talent, backpack giveaway, festivities out here.
I can win a car.
Talent, somebody can win a car.
And John, we just got to get a letter in or somebody forward or something. Put a letter in.
They say, man, you get to one game or when the kids can throw a baseball and toss it back in the water.
So okay, so the beach party is July 20th and back to school festivities.
27th.
Forgive me. The beach party is July 27th and the back to school festivities and talent show August 11th.
Sounds like a plan.
Now, we're going to be at Venice Beach or?
We're going to be a two-piece. You said it already.
We don't want to go to no Venice and have to
Hey,
fight
skirt up there. Let's go to the pier. We got it.
Fight nobody?
I think we should go to the beach. I don't know if
Take her to Santa Monica.
Huntington Beach.
Go to Santa Monica.
Nice beach. They got
Santa
bike
Monica.
rentals. It won't be no drama out there. You don't have to worry. It just be like, nah, that's it.
I said, it don't matter, you could have picked that, they got, you know, all that stuff done changed down there. They can't like they ain't finna do nothing down there. Listen, man, this is what I was gonna say, man. When y'all talk about doing something for the kids, that's a good thing. But when you talk about doing something for the kids, you don't do something that we can always do with them. You do something that they never experienced, something they probably never experienced in their life. That's what you do to them. And listen, when you, it's like, some of our kids will never see snow. They'll never experience it or none of that. It's things that you can do that will really have an impact on their life. Even taking them somewhere where they're going to never go and learn something. The picnic with the kids is all right, but we eat every day. We go to the beach all the time. This is stuff they do all the time. You got to give them something that they haven't experienced. This is what makes a vacation. That's what you do on a vacation, ain't it? You go somewhere you ain't been. So why give them something that they've been getting?
Gotta give something in mind.
But we still better.
What I'm saying, what I was saying was for future references. Because what y'all got planned right now is a good thing. We can just go with that. But I'm saying for future references, make sure that we think about this.
Yeah, I think we should.
Like I said, all I'm trying to do with mine is give him a new experience. With mine, I want him to try to give him the best, learn what the best is, and everything, and let them know that it's one to life is just right here. Because when you get them stuff right here, this is all they know. But once we get them out and they start seeing stuff, they start to want that kind of stuff. They start to see how other people live, they start to want that. But if this is all they experience, this is all they know. We should have a second and third act. We got to do listen, and not be such a treat for them. They never experience that in their life.
Hey, John King.
Yellowstone been here for 100 years. You probably ain't got 2 people in here been in Yellowstone. I have.
About 10 of us don't have the bears and lions.
That ain't what you doing this. I know you ain't been nowhere. You know you ain't been nowhere. Back in the wall. You talking about bears and lions. You going to see Boo? You talking about bears and lions. You know he is.
We going to see Boo. Yellowstone Park, man.
Yeah, man, listen, man. Like I said, the kids see the guys and they wouldn't even know what that is.
Take them to USC and the museum.
So we got it set in stone. So now did we figure out what beach we was going to?
No, I think we have some time to figure that out.
Yeah, we do. But I just said because if we need to get a permit,
we'll start working on
the
that.
camp area. You know, those are all the time though.
We'll start working on that. And bring back some recommendations next week.
Okay, all right. But one more thing, Mr. King, the question, the issue raised.
Okay, I want to say one more thing about the beach party and everything. Absolutely right. We have to have activities that are life-changing, but also remember the activities are for you to bond and be with your children. Because we want to show them the world, but we also want to encourage that relationship. Because that, in the end, is so precious. The other thing is, remember, as things cool down, we can go hiking. There's lots of things that we can do. Well, not difficult. There are things we can do that don't cost money. Take them in nature. It would be amazing.
That's what she did. She said, okay, you guys in trouble. Let's go. We're all going hiking.
There's lots of stuff we can do. Okay, so everybody be back here next week.
Hold it. We got to put the sign. I'll teach my daughter.
Somebody else got that. I had some questions for him, didn't it?
Everybody do.
No, just that.
That's real money. They spoke up that. Check on it. You spoke up that paper about that. Yeah.
I don't need nobody to check on it for me. You gave it to me. If I want to know, I go do it. I'm going to listen. I sell myself. I was just pick it out. As soon as you gave me this, I left on y'all. You snuck down on y'all there. I'm not going for none of y'all. We all going to get the job. We're going by myself. I'm trying to get the job. Then you come by yourself. And then if I get the job, I can say I got somebody that work. That's how it goes. You don't go no other way.
Hey John, well, it came to me. I want to know, did you have any whereabouts about any knowledge or whatnot about they not having a contract housing as far as the development down here that was burnt up?
This is what happened. Yesterday, today, it was the guys that got off the bus and they went in right into a development that y'all got has been burned.
A unit.
Okay. And they got off the bus, they had their construction tools, they opened the building, they went in there and pulled their scalpels out and they started working to repair the unit.
Okay.
So me myself, I was sitting there looking, I said, boom, I'm gonna go ask them. I said, hey man, y'all work for the housing authority? They said, no. They this man here been contracted out to us to restore. In other words, to repair from being burnt to back to where it can be lived in. And I asked the guy, well, how did you do it? He said that the housing authority contract to work out.
Okay.
So I was just wondering. I didn't know that they contract work out like that.
I don't know about that. The only thing I do know is it's possible that this could be a contract they might have had for like 3 years. If a burn unit comes up, they might be the burn people. I don't know. So it don't have anything to do with what we got in the works for redevelopment, where they're gonna just try to contract with something. But I'm not aware of any. It could be a contract that's been in place for years, and they just because units don't get burned every day.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like,
but he didn't say actually burn units. Any type of construction to the unit, they contracted out.
Well, I think it must be unique because you guys remember when they was doing all these curb cuts and all the work out here, and they hired a lot of residents to be a part of that. So that was a unique thing. So I don't understand what this contract is. I can find out though.
Okay.
Because
I just want to find out what it is, because if it's something that's contracted out, we want to try to find out how Project Fatherhood with the guys that had their certificate. Did you see their certificates?
No, I haven't seen
it. Yeah, well, Manny got his. Manny got his. They got their certificates.
Get that.
Where's your hall? Hold up. Go ahead. Tell them how you got it, man.
This comes from Maxine Waters, where we went through rebuild to complete a construction class over at Maxine Waters.
How many hours?
300 hours or more.
Was that on-the-job training with pay?
On-the-job training.
No pay.
No pay. With no pay.
With no pay.
For school.
Just for school.
How long did you go to do that?
300 hours.
300 hours, which was one semester.
I want to ask this is what you was asking him. What they complained was this, man. They were saying they wanted to know why would an outside contractor have that contract when these guys have finished class. We want to know. What we want to know is this. What we want to know is this. No, we understand why that is, because they was already in place and we not. We're saying it's since we in place and we done did what we done. Is there any kind of way that you can let them know that, listen, I got these guys over with this skill, and listen, I know that they can outbid anybody as far as work, because they just looking for work. And we can get these guys to come in here and get these guys to do this stuff for little or nothing instead of hiring these outside guys.
That's a good point, but here's the thing. You was talking about this when I came in. In order to get a contract as an entity, you have to be a licensed contractor.
Right, that's what the code comes in.
So if there's somebody that's a licensed contractor that has a team, then they can apply for a contract. But what we're trying to do with the redevelopment is, what we have is a set aside of a percentage of jobs for this community, regardless of who the contractor is. The contractor will have to get with the people.
Right.
So it's a different concept. So if this contractor that got this contract for the burn units or whatever hire certain people, that could have been in place for 2 or 3 years.
Right.
But now we're saying he got something in writing to say on the redevelopment piece, whoever they hire got to hire 30% locally from this community, from residents to general community.
So that means you saying that whatever's already in place also? Because I know
No, redevelopment is a whole new thing that we have a new contract that's going to the board next week that spells out specifically 30% of the workforce for this project over the however many years it is going to be from the community. And 10% of that 30% has to be what's called hard to hire. That means unemployed currently, criminal background, and all these other barriers, because we have to call that out. So that's what we have specifically in writing. That's moving forward from there. So I can't speak to what happened in the past because I haven't been involved in that.
Okay.
So, but I can't speak to where we're going. Now the thing is, also keep in mind that I know some of you guys in here are residents and some of you are not residents. So it's tiered to residents and then non-residents. So all of you who are certified or have a certificate, they're going to ask for residents first. Then they're going to go next to community members, like the city of LA. Yeah, so address, however I'm not going to turn the camera off, however you do that, but I'm just telling y'all what the plan is, how it's going to be rolled out.
I thought the premium pick was going to be people who fatherhood first.
That's what we tried to, but they said they had to go resident because of the housing authority. Because the other thing about fatherhood, if we said we got fatherhood called out, fatherhood is not a construction or a training program. It's a fatherhood program. So if we looked up and got that, then who's to say we won't have 500 men in here saying we have no structure to do that? You know what I mean? Because it could be, the sky could be the limit. You call everybody and this room just be so packed and we're not set up to, you know what I'm saying? So the best we could get was the 10% set aside for what they call hard to hire individuals with criminal background, unemployed for an extended period of time, and other barriers to employment.
You say 10%?
30% local hire, then 10%
of the 30%.
Of that has to be people with criminal background.
Barriers.
Now, when they coming back to the commission this sometime this week, right?
Not this week, next week.
Next week, we need to be there to push for that. So we need to push to make sure that
That's in writing. I already seen it. I've been pushing for it, brother. When y'all tell me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring y'all where it's said in writing, let y'all see the contract. If anybody want to go to the meeting, we can still go.
When's the meeting?
It's next Thursday. It's in the morning at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, but it's going to be at Mar Vista Gardens. It's not going to be at our office.
Oh yeah, that's off 6 o'clock.
No, it's off the 4 o'clock. No, Mar Vista Gardens is like by the
Culver City.
mall.
That's Culver City.
that's where they have all the powers at,
Yeah,
right?
that's Culver City.
That's where they have all the powers.
That's Culver
We
City.
got problems everywhere, brother, so I don't know how you believe
No, that's just that project we got one way.
Hey,
The board is trying to have meetings at different developments. It just so happened that the contract is ready to go to the board, and that's where they have the meeting.
Or it failed in that area.
It just fell on that day.
Okay, Chief.
Now, I was just going to say, too, you know, somebody asked, Craig just asked about if John even answered a question about making sure Project Fatherhood get in there. But of course, like you just explained, 10% of the 30% are going to be of the men with the barrier. But it's still an opportunity for the make fatherhood shine, though.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? As far as preparing yourself, not waiting for somebody to take you by the hand. Monty said it like he just said. He can sell himself, and that's what we all need to do. And if we know how to sell ourselves, just imagine what we can do when we come together to be able to sell ourselves, you know. So, I mean, it's an opportunity to shine so Project Fatherhood can be put on the map and recognized for the work that they do. Next thing you know, you might be implemented in another contract as Project Fatherhood. You just don't know.
Exactly. Because we have been establishing that structure in to say, oh, they got everything.
Yeah, we out there working in our Project Fatherhood.
Yeah.
Lily might cut his sleeves off or something, you know.
Down on this over already. I want to be mindful of everybody's time. Everybody sign their way now.
Reiterate what Monty was talking about earlier, what I spoke about the first time that I came up here, the second time I came up here. It's about the respect, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Once we come together and learn how to respect at least up in here. You know, outside those doors, it's a different thing. But when we come over here, man, if we can show each other the respect and build on that, everything else will flow like water.
And we can do it outside too, that'd be good. Right. We shouldn't just see it.
It starts in here.
It starts in here, you're right.
Okay, brother, we see y'all next week, 5 o'clock. 5 p.m.
All right, ladies. How you look at that?